What's up, y'all? This is George. Um, so today I am going to give vocal singers some vocal tips on how to approach your microphone when you're recording in a studio. I'm going to make this as quick as possible. Now, I'm a belter. I like to sing loud. So what I like to do is I like to do the hang loose sign usually, and I take the microphone, which usually when I go to a recording session, I already have the kind of microphone that is better for my voice. I usually call in and ask what type of microphones they have, and if you've been singing for a while, you get attached to certain types of microphone for certain songs. You got ballads, you got hip hop, you got R&B songs, you got hard dance songs. So it depends on what the microphone can do. So right now I'm using this Audio Technica. I don't know model number, but I will leave the model number in the link. So what I usually like to do is I tell people when I go into the booth, number one is I usually turn the lights off. I just want to get in the mood of the song. And what I do is there's a little circle in there. That's the diaphragm of the microphone. That's where you want to sing. And you want to pretty much have this microphone right under your nose. You want that diaphragm to come literally right here to here. You know, between under your nose and under your chin, because that's where all the audio is coming out of. That's where your vocals are coming out of. So you want it to capture just like that. And a lot of people like to get on the microphones. When you have a pretty decent mic, you don't want to do that. You want to stay at least about, I don't know, about a foot, maybe 11 inches away from the microphone. That's what I usually do. And what I like to do is I like to put a popper. They usually have poppers or foam. It all depends. And you could pretty much use the popper to keep the distance that you want away from the microphone. So just to remind you where you are in the distance from your vocal to this diaphragm on the microphone. And if you're germophobic, try not to put your lips on this, because a lot of people spit on this thing, and that's what it's for. It's to capture the P's and the T's, so that when you sing that T or people, it doesn't pop into the microphone, and the microphone doesn't get shocked with this big attack on these words. So you could bring your own. You know, they're real simple to purchase on Amazon. You can find one for like, $6. And then you rock. You start doing your thing. I usually like having my vocals, my lyrics sheet taped somewhere, because sometimes I get lost in the moments and I close my eyes. I'm a eyes closed singer. I get into the moment. So if I get lost, the lyrics are right there. It's not good to look down, because if you look down, your vocals are down there. You want your vocals right on that diaphragm. Okay, and then a lot of people like reverb, echo, delay. For me, because I've been doing such a long time, I don't like none of that stuff. I like to hear the way I sound. When I have cans on, what I usually do is I take one off, and then I take that headphone. I put it in the back of my head or in the back of my neck, so that it could cup the back of my neck. That way, the sound doesn't leak from the headphones into the microphone. You're gonna have leakage, and you don't want that. So you keep it back here, and you pretty much know your key because you're listening to it here. Now you got to get used to that, but I recommend it highly. It works for me, and you're always on time. And if you're on point and on key, and if you're on key here and you sound amazing in your room, the way you feel you sound, imagine how you're going to go through that console, and the engineer is going to do his little tricks and make you sound even better. So that's a little tip that I have. Hope you guys use it and practice it. It worked for me. It'll work for you. So try it out. And if you guys give it a try, please leave a comment below.